Good morning team, happy Friday, Coach Calvin here and welcome to day 23 of your home workout. Today's focus is going to be a lower body focus with some core. All you need for this workout is a mat or a towel, a light or medium item or a dumbbell and some mini resistance bands if you've got them. So let's build up and burn for our weekend. As always, don't forget tagging us in your selfies and videos. We'd love to see your progress. Hashtagging I can, I will. Have an awesome start to your weekend and I'll see you soon.
Welcome to your dynamic warm-up. This is going to be 5 minutes of work with 5 exercises. Jess, since you already have shoes in hand, let's go ahead and do those forward arm circles. Bringing those arms out to a T, nice and straight. We're going to go ahead, rotate forward, really opening up those chest muscles and shoulders with a wide range of motion. Then 30 seconds later, we're going to flip it and reverse it. We've got 30 seconds of a reverse arm circle, trying to match that same range of motion. Go ahead, put those shoes down. Next up, we have 1 minute of a squat to overhead raise. So Jess is going to be using a towel. You can use whatever's at home with you. Feet hip width apart, those toes facing forward, a nice soft bend in the knees, chest nice and tall. We'll be heavy in those heels as we drop into our squat, bringing those arms overhead, back staying nice and straight the entire way through. Options, you can always reduce your range of motion on either of the two movements. Let's go ahead and put that towel away. Next up, we have 1 minute of a Cossack squat or an alternating lateral lunge. So our feet are wider than hip width here. Our toes are still facing forward, chest nice and tall. We're going to go ahead and lunge to our left-hand side first, or stage left. And we're going to go ahead and alternate from side to side. Back stays nice and straight, that weight distribution mid-foot to heel. You can always reduce your range of motion if you need to. Next up, we got some seal jacks. So go ahead, come out of that position. We got 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and bring those arms out to a T, popping those feet out nice and wide. A little bit of explosive movement to elevate that heart rate. Options, you can always walk it out and walk it back in. We're going to bring it down to that high plank position for 1 minute of a wide mountain climber. So head to heel, one straight line, hands stacked underneath the shoulders, feet hip width apart. We're going to bring that right foot to the outside of that right hand, really getting that full range of motion in the hips and alternate sides. Options, use whatever range of motion is available to you. Now, go ahead and get started.
Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never instant, not to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got some kind of magic. up your mind, what you searching for? Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind, what you searching for? Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never instant, not to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it, you got some kind of magic.
This block is all about the glutes. We're gonna use the mini bands, and you're gonna have 6 minutes to go through these 3 exercises for as many rounds as you can do. The first exercise is gonna be an external hip rotation to a lateral lunge. When you're doing this exercise, think about when you land, sitting back into your heel and not letting your chest drop. The option, limit your range of motion. You're gonna do 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Then you'll come down and place the mini band in the high band position, which is just above the knee. You're gonna perform a high band hip bridge. So you'll lay all the way back, the weight is gonna be in the heels, keep tension into the band, lift the hips up, squeeze at the top, slowly lower the weight back down. You're gonna perform 12 reps. Your option is to limit your range of motion. The third movement is gonna be an iso hip bridge to a walkout. Now, when you walk out, you only take 1 step out with each foot and then 1 step back in. Try to keep tension in the glutes and not arch your back. Option, limit your range of motion, don't walk out as far. So you're gonna do 12 reps of that movement, and then you'll repeat that circuit for 6 minutes, getting as many rounds as possible. Let's get to work.
You hide away, hot undercover. The sooner you discover it's true, for sure there will be stormy weather. But the weather will pass, can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow, there'll never ever be something that you could really treasure. And treasure it could, I hope you will. Across that heart goes, watch your way go. 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone. caught up in a sense of wonder. A tide pulls from within her, it pulls you in. Night moves in, and you're both under so close, you breathe her in. A whisper, no space between. Open your eyes, see that. In the time before you found her, you ran around and around and around, caught up in a game of wonder. But a tide pulled you to her, it pulled you in.
This block is going to be all about you against you, just like we asked for inside the studio during our interval training. Interval training is one of the best ways to train overall endurance. The way that this block is going to work, it's a little bit of a unique pattern, Tabata style add-on. So we're gonna start with one exercise. You'll do 20 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest for round one. Round two, you guessed it, we add on another exercise, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 2 times with another 20 seconds off. We'll continue to add that pattern as we go through until we're all 6 exercises in a row, followed by those 10 seconds of rest to end the block. It's a total of 11 minutes, and we are going to make you sweat, burn a few calories. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready, Coach.
All right, let's get started with our pop squat. So we're gonna start in standing set position, shoulders over hips, over knees, over ankles, feet shoulder width apart. As you face forward, we're gonna drop down into those heels and then pop up, land on your toes, and then land in a squat nice and softly just to the front. So continue to alternating sides. If jumping is not for you today, you simply step out to the side, step back to the center, and drop into that squat. So that's round one. You'll get 20 seconds of rest. Round two, start with that pop squat again. This time we add on our atomic running man. So we're getting into our high plank position, shoulders stacked over top of wrist, straight line from your ear down to that ankle from here. Dee Dee's gonna cross underneath her body. So opposite knee to opposite elbow with power. Nice and quick movements here. Again, you can always slow the movement down, 20 seconds of work, earn that recovery. Round number 3, we have to add on another exercise. So the next one, we're gonna pop back up and go right into those jumping jacks. Hands overhead, feet are jumping out and in. Again, your option there, simply step it out and step back together. Round number 4, we're gonna hit the mat again. Back to that same high plank position, we've got push-ups, as many good reps as you can do in those 20 seconds. Shoulders stacked over wrists, wrists right outside that chest, straight line from ear to ankle. Your option here, you drop it down to your knees and work that range of motion from there. Round number 5, we add on another one. We're standing back up again. We've got those high knees. Back to that same standing set position. We're gonna pump those arms and pump those knees, driving them up as close to hip height as we can. Option here, you take it into that nice, strong, powerful march. One more round means we add one more exercise. We're back down to the mat with our bicycle crunches. Your focus here, since we are only doing this one time, slow controlled movements, shoulder to knee, back and forth with little to no rest in between for those 20 seconds and earn the recovery knowing that you are done with that block. Again, 11 total minutes, 6 total rounds. Let's earn that burn right now.
Can it be done? Hey, can it be done? I will not forget our conversation when you looked at me and I dove into your eyes, frozen with anticipation. Harnessed me and told me come in close. It's where I belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. The hole is gone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. See it in your eyes. Arms and legs uncrossed. There's no conversation, and I'm noticing I'm staggering across to you. It's my resignation. I'm letting go and letting you go in to where you belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. My heart was stone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. Can it be done? Can it be done? Can it be done? Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with with my eyes. Eyes. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes.
wrapped around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too.
Coach Didi, how do you feel about Power Days?
They get me hyped up for sure.
Awesome, because we have an ab block that's similar to what you might see on a Power Day. It's 8 minutes long with 4 exercises. We're going to start with a heavier weight. We're going to start seated position. So this variation of the seated torso rotation is going to have your legs lifted off the ground. The weight's going to tap the ground on each side before you slow and control rotate through the center. An option is to get rid of the weight and do body weight instead. 30 total reps. Then we're going to take it to a standing position with the same weight for our wood choppers, all about rotation. So we're going to drive the weight up, we're going to rotate through the toe, and then chop like an axe through the middle down to the opposite side. The belly stays tight, 15 on each side. And then we're going to take it back down to the mat, same weight, for a resistance single leg V-up. So the weight goes up overhead, we're going to meet it and crunch one leg at a time, lower down slow and controlled, get that power, and then tempo it out. We've got 12 total reps here. Then we're going to get rid of the heavy weight and go for a little bit lighter weight, hollow hold figure 8. Hollow hold means the belly button is pulled in, the chest is tall, and the shoulders are lifted. We're going to pass the weight in and out through the knees in a figure 8 style. 12 total passes. All of these exercises you can rest, recover, and get right back to work. We ready for it?
Yes.
Let's do it, team.
Just remember all the love you keep inside. Now flow with me.
I can't resist, I'm powerless, like a fly to light. From out the mist, I see a shine, you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, but I know I feel something I've never felt before. Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Your touch and kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, but I know I feel something I've never felt before. Too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Your touch and kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night. I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down.
All right, we finally made it to our flexibility block. I think you definitely earned it, right, Denise?
My legs are ready to be stretched out.
Love it. So what comes up must come down. We have 3 stretches performing 20 seconds on each side. Our first stretch here is going to be our standing crossbody stretch. So standing up nice and tall in our set position, we're gonna extend your right arm so our wrist is directly in alignment with the shoulder. Roll those shoulders down and back, and then with your hand, you're gonna cross your arm across your chest, either above or below the elbow, so that we feel that stretch in your shoulder here. 20 seconds on each side. Next one, we're gonna stretch out those burning legs.
Thank you.
So take your right hand with your right foot, bending our knee, bringing our heel towards our glute. We're stretching out the front of those legs, your quads here, pressing our hip forward. You wanna know a fun fact, Denise?
What?
Touch your nose or your ear, and it will help you with balance.
It worked.
Beautiful, nice job. So 20 seconds on each side for that. Our last stretch is going to be our runner's lunge. So we're gonna drop it down to a knee. That back leg is gonna be nice and flat. The knee is directly above the ankle. Hand is gonna be on our hip. From here, we're just gonna slightly press our hip forward, squeezing the glute so we feel it in our hip flexor here. If you want a little bit more of an added stretch, you can actually walk that foot a little bit farther forward, hinge your hip, and plant your hands down to the ground for that little added stretch here. So 20 seconds on each side. Let's get it started.
In the dark, in a room, I'm waiting on my own, and the dream seems so far away. Could it be you're waiting there for me? I just need